Olivia spent most evenings perched by her small window, watching the quiet world outside. Her life was gentle, predictable, a series of safe steps carefully measured to avoid disappointment, heartache, or risk. She kept her dreams modest, never letting herself imagine anything too grand or dangerous. Writing, for example, was something she did in secret, scrawling words in a well-worn notebook she kept hidden in a drawer. One night, Olivia drifted to sleep and was swept into the kind of dream that felt more vivid than waking. She found herself standing beneath the golden lights of a grand auditorium. The audience was vast, but their faces shone with anticipation, not scrutiny. Clutched in her hands was a thick book. Her book, her stories, her voice printed on every page. She opened her mouth and read aloud, her words filling the space. Every line she spoke swelled with emotion, laughter, and honesty. The audience leaned in, utterly entranced, and Olivia felt, perhaps for the first time, completely herself. She saw how her words bridged the space between strangers, weaving them gently closer. But just as the applause began to crescendo, the dream changed. The lights went dark, the crowd vanished, and Olivia stood on an empty stage, the book heavy in her hands. Silence pressed in. Then she heard a whisper, soft but unmistakable, echoing from the corners of her mind. "This is the life you live when fear makes your choices." It was her own voice, the one she tried so often to silence. The words stung more than any imagined criticism. Olivia woke abruptly, the weight of the dream pulling at her chest. But it wasn't the awe of the stage or the fear of failure that shook her. It was the sharp pain of regret. She lay still, letting the message settle. For years, Olivia had weathered disappointment by denying herself the chance to fail. She built a life of comfort and caution, but underneath a restless energy called for something different, something closer to that dream. She realized in this quiet moment that fear was making her small, and the cost wasn't safety, but the richness of a life lived fully. Morning sunlight crept across her floor, illuminating the desk where her notebook waited. Olivia rose, her heart ticking quick and uncertain. Her hands trembled as she reached for a pen. The dream lingered, giving her the courage to act, not with grand ambition, but with a first honest step. She wrote a paragraph, each word a boundary broken, each sentence a thread tying her to that dream stage. It was awkward and unpolished, but it was hers, and it was the beginning of claiming the life that, at last, no longer felt entirely out of reach. Moral of the story: sometimes the dream that scares you is the one that finally shows you who you could become.